Yes, I am still alive after watching episode 9. I did have lesbian heart palpitations, however, because I was not expecting this. I was not expecting this Portrait of a Lady on Fire vibes level of incredibleness from this show, but here we are. Yeah, I mean, lesbian Christmas has arrived early for me. It has. So thank you, lesbian Santa Claus, and thank you, lesbian 19th century Jesus, for your blessings. Thank you. I don't know how I'm supposed to keep this video PG-13. I don't, but I'm going to try. I'm going to try because YouTube is, you know, it's like you can be a lesbian, but just don't be too lesbian because our advertisers, they like to leave room for Jesus, you know? And I call Jesus a lesbian. I do. There's really good cinematography in this scene, not to kind of, you know, get too technical, but it just is. It's really warm and it sets the atmosphere up so well. And I mean, both of them are glowing. I mean, look at them. They're just so, I mean, they're already radiantly beautiful women, but then this scene just kind of adds that extra touch. So it's just really fantastic direction and cinematography here. I mean, I was not expecting this. When I first watched this, when I first watched this, who knew it's not my first time watching this scene? Oh my gosh, they're just so adorable. The candlelight, the poetry, the intimacy. It's literally the lesbian dream. Well, that is not PG-13, so you know? Yeah, I mean, I have to say, I knew there was going to be a love scene in this episode, but I was not expecting this. I just wasn't expecting this at all. I thought, oh, you know, they'll kiss and then something will be suggested, and that will be lovely. No, I mean, it literally just went into Portrait of a Lady on Fire mode. It did. And I'm here for it. I mean, I think all of Emily and Sue's scenes together are amazing. It's not possible for them to kind of do a scene which isn't just incredible to watch, you know? And I felt like this was a nice way to kind of put the cherry on top of the lesbian cake. So I don't really feel like it's fair to kind of compare this scene to the other scenes that they've done, because this scene was filmed in such a unique way and presented in a very different way, which I certainly appreciated. I mean, it was great. Also, when Emily pushes Sue up against that wall, it was a cinematic masterpiece. Marvel were found bold and shivering in a ditch. The only thing I was slightly disappointed with in this episode was the use of Taylor Swift's song Ivy. I really thought they were going to include that song in like a montage or something, and they saved it for the credits. And you know, I still very much enjoyed the episode, but I feel like it would have been a nice touch during like a kind of Emily and Sue montage, maybe, but I just kind of built that up in my head. Yeah, that was my own expectations. Just goodbye. And that's what life's all about. It is. It's so funny to me that Ivy came on after an intimate scene between two women, because Taylor Swift cannot escape the Sapphic associations at this point. She can't. And there's no way she can kind of take back this song from the lesbian community. Ivy belongs to the Saphics, you know, we've bonded. We are one. So the lesbianism aside, I also just really enjoyed this episode. It very much felt like everybody was finally kind of talking about how they felt and expressing themselves. And Austin and Sue got a real baby this episode, so that was nice. It just felt like quite a healthy episode, and I have a suspicion that this episode was the last episode that they shot for this season, because when Emily was reading that poem, it was so emotional, and I could kind of feel the emotional vibes radiating from that scene. It was as if all the actors kind of recognized that everything had come to an end, and yeah, it was just very emotional. And I'm not ready to say goodbye to this show. I'm not ready for the next episode to be the last episode, and it's gonna be sad, you know. There's not gonna be any more Emily and Sue, and I've grown quite fond of this show, you know. I mean, it's too soon for me to kind of give my final thoughts and say my goodbyes, but this episode was special, and I feel like everybody involved should just be proud of themselves, you know. Okay guys, if you've watched this episode, let me know your thoughts down in the comments section, your PG-13 thoughts. Don't forget to subscribe for instant disappointment, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.